Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to building the Back to the Future DeLorean issue 65. Now, this is in a change to your regular scheduled broadcast. We're actually doing the luggage compartment interior. I know it did say last time that we were doing the interior cabling for the doors, but that's next time. It makes sense. Let's finish off this bit first. So we've got the interior, some edge strips, the tank and a lock, and a spare wheel belt. No spare wheel included. But yeah, so we put a couple of strips on the side, fit the tank in there, and then strap, and then we get to fit it to the interior. So we'll do that in just a moment. The publicity drive, roads where we're going. We don't need roads. That was obviously from the first one, at the end of the first one. November 1989 is when Part 2 came to the cinemas. Nice. In a matter of weeks, they obviously rushed it out quite quickly. Now, if I remember correctly, they filmed 2 and 3 back to back because they knew it was going to be a trilogy. So, obviously, they're ready to release that one quite soon after. Changing your outlook, the view screen. Yeah, they're big screen TV windows instead of the outside. All good. Right, your car parts. Yeah, the same as we thought we were doing last time, but next time, door locks and cables. So, let's get this bit sorted and see where we go. All right, some interesting parts. Obviously, mainly plastic, or pretty much all plastic, apart from the little bit of fabric. So we've got the interior of the compartment. Not very big, not very deep. But then again, it's not a big car, so not really a shock. We've got these 2 edge pieces, which are they the same? Are they not? They appear to be very different. So you need to get them the right way round. It would probably have an R and an L on one of them, but I can't see that. So let's just get them to line up with the screw holes and the pins. It doesn't line up on that side. So that's going to have to be this one from over here. They all line up on there, so that's good. So that goes on there. 3 BP screws will hold that in place. And obviously the other one on the other side as well. So let's get one of those done. And I should do the other one afterwards. 3 screws. I've got more than 3 out, but I'll be doing the other side anyway. One can go in the middle. One can go at the top. We say the interior piece, the back, closer to the middle of the car. And the last one towards the front of the car. Down there. So that's just added an extra ridge seal piece where the lid is going to fit on. What else are we doing? We're fitting the door lock, which is this bit. That goes on there. This piece there. Pin and 2 screws. Goes on the inside there, and they're GP screws that will hold that in place. Get a couple of those out of there. Nice. I fit that with that, so I know that that's a BP. Very similar. Not much difference between GP and BP, but probably could have got away with just having one type of screw for that. So that, yeah, does screw in from the inside. Not the easiest of directions, because obviously you've got the interior piece getting in the way. I haven't got it through there yet. Make sure I've got it the right way up. I have indeed. There we go, that's going in there. I shall get all of these tightened up before I do the next stage and install it anyway. But let's get all the different parts at least vaguely sorted out into the right areas first. In there, right, so that's that. So far so good. The tank, then fills in that gap there. Again, from the inside, by the looks of it, it's got to go that way round. Probably that way round. Slide in somewhere, somehow. Doesn't feel like it's sliding in place right. Got these bracket, the 2 screw holes there. We get that over there, and then that might pop in. It might not. Does it say? It just says push it into place, and then turn it over and fit it. Not terribly helpful. Just a case of manipulating and a little bit of forcing. A little bit more forcing than I'm happy with, to be honest. That end's got to go in there. Bridge there, so that's got to go inside there. Can't get it go from the outside. It fits from the outside. Intriguing. So yeah, don't try and force it from the inside. Put it in from the outside. So that goes on there, and we've got 2 more GP screws to hold that in place. Oh, that's all of those. They didn't give me any spare GP screws. That's a little bit naughty. So 2 of those to hold that there. There, and 1 just over this side. Apologies that this is probably not going to be coming out very well on camera, being all, you know, black against black and everything like that. So we do what we can. So that's that. Next up is going to be the cargo strap. Well, not cargo strap, the spare wheel strap, which we have to do up first. And then it says use a GP screw to hold that in place. I haven't got any more. I'm going to use a BP screw to hold that in place because they give me lots of them. And they're basically the same. So yeah, let's see. First of all, we've got to do up the strap. That's going to be fun. That through there. And then back through it again. Making sure you actually, it doesn't. Yeah, you've got to get it the right side. So I did make sure that the pin on this other end was on the outside of the bowl that I'm making. Through there. Feels like it is. There we go. Yep. So there's our strap. And this is going in there. I say I'm going to use a BP screw. Because that's what I've got. I might well be able to track down another GP if it doesn't work, but I'm fairly confident that it's going to work fine. So we've got a pin and a screw hole. Down there we've got 2 holes that look much the same as each other. So I'm just going to guess which way around it's going to go. That's showing it as the screw going in on the side that I've got. Let's see if that works. It doesn't. I think this screw might be a little bit too thick, but I'm sure it will go through there. Try that again. Try that again properly, not messing around this time. We'll go into there like that, and then that will go onto there that way round, I think. That lined up on there, pin lined up on there. Wouldn't have thought one little screw would give you so much trouble. But there we have it. That's there. So we'll get all of these tightened up. I'll get that one installed, and then we'll fit this into the chassis. Okay, that's that all tightened up, installed both side strips down. This fits the inside. Now these do stick out a little bit, these runners, so you've got to get those in first. And then it just flops forward. Don't get the cable caught because you're going to be needing that. Then I need to install this using 4 DM screws to the front, 2, funnily enough, at the back. So DM screws for that. Enough of those. 2, 3, 4 of those. Goes in there. Again, I'll get these tightened up off camera. I just want to get it in place now so you can see how it goes, how it looks, what it feels like. One there, and the last one. Over there. Nice. So far, so good. Next up, we need to do some tricky bits that I'm not going to be able to film. It's attaching our 2 pistons to the interior pieces there. So you need to get those lined up, and then they attach from the other side using the DP screws. So I might be able to get one of these in. We'll see. I'm sure it's possible. On this side, I can sort of see from the outside, I think. So we've got that good to go. Get that out a little bit and lined up in there like that. And then I should be able to, no, I can't. I need to manipulate it to maneuver it. But basically, the screw is going to go in either side on that. And that will give us the hinge, which will apparently hold it open, perfectly acceptable. I'll get them in, and then we'll see how it hinges open and looks, and go from there. Yeah, there we go. They're both in and done up. And that opens, and indeed stays open. It stays half open as well. These pistons doing exactly what they should do. Little clicky noises, but I'm sure that's perfectly acceptable. So we've got that with the light in there, which will obviously be illuminated. Room for a spare tyre. Not that I've got a spare tyre, although I have. Interesting. Maybe if I want it in white wall tyres, which I've got as the extra pack, I can put one of the other tyres in there, possibly. Although the front and back tyres are different sizes, so I don't know how that works with that. I assume it's big enough for the big, but yeah. So that is that. Shuts down nicely. Well, good. I'm happy with that. Right, next time we're definitely doing the wires for the doors. I think that's just involved putting them onto this chassis. So we'll see how that goes very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the build. Do leave a like and a comment if you are. And I shall see you for the next one very soon. Bye-bye for now.